Hello people, welcome to Blitsgaming. It's Blitz here. Let's play Ubisoft's Division 2 beta. Let's see what we think. So we got the character screen. In the beta, depends how you want to pronounce it. You can only have one character at the time. You got male, female characters, and you do a randomisation, change your clothes, your face, your hair, and so on. But when the game goes live, you should be able to change your entire face and your clothing. I mean, if you go on to, you can get new clothing as you go in the game. You can change your jacket, your trousers, your gloves, etc. Just like you did in Division 1. But at this time, character screen, there's not a lot you can really do. We'll settle for this guy. It looks okay. Can't name him either. You have to settle for the name, which I think the naming system at this time is using your login name you use at Ubisoft. You can only go to level 7 if anyone's worrying, wants to know in the beta. But at the end of the beta, they give you a level 30 character to do a special mission. You can do, and there are 3 specialised characters as well, so you know what's coming. I can't say what they are at the moment because I've not got that far. Okay, let's watch the starting video.
We took things for granted. We expected coffee in the morning. We expected free Wi-Fi. When those were taken from us, we survived. When communications broke down, the trains stopped and the internet went dark, we survived.
But when the pharmacies were looted and hospitals shut down, asthma became lethal. And with no police to protect you, did you own a gun?
Did your neighbor?
Some survived.
We are a resilient species. When our society collapsed, we found ways to go on. And now, for the first time in centuries, what we want is also truly what we need. In the face of disaster, we helped each other.
We built new communities in the ruins of the old. We adapted. We survived. Established a new normal. But there are also those who build nothing. Create nothing.
Hyenas preying on the weak. They've made our world bleed. But we don't stand alone. A brave few have sworn to protect us and save what remains. They unite us.
Remind us that we are one people. They are our shield and our light. But if that light goes out,
who can save us then?
Bit of a nice intro. Okay, what I will do, I'll release 3 videos in stages. I'll start the 2 missions and a few other shootouts, and I'll show you at the end the 3 characters.
Incoming alert on the SHD emergency channel. Flash priority.
The base of operations is under attack. Hostile forces have breached our southern perimeter. We are in need of immediate assistance. Repeat, need immediate assistance from any nearby agents.
Okay, let's just check out some of the stuff that we got. I mean, obviously some things are not working yet because it's beta, and we're obviously going to have plenty of bugs in the game. Plenty of disconnects, I will say now, if you do have the beta and you want to play it. Okay, Saturday, as it stands at the moment, on the 9th, of February, the server seems to be working fine. If you had it on Friday, the server was a nightmare. You got kicked off every 10 minutes. So I've got the inventory screen. Standard weapon. It's very similar to Division 1, the setup. Show you what weapon you got, the damage, and the attributes on the right hand side. And here we got the clothing setup. If it's like Division 1, there's literally freaking 100 items plus you can make yourself look like. I'm going to change the shirt, my hat, my jeans. I think the character, I can say at this time, and the way he walks and moves, and the characters in the game, I thought they looked better in the first game. Especially on the animation side. So now we're just going through the graphics. So we do a setup. I've probably got to boot it about 20 times. Like most Ubisoft games, or Ubisoft, depends how you pronounce their name. We're going to run it in DirectX 12, 1080p. Most things turned on and maximised, and see how it runs. Now when I was running around the frame rate counter, I was doing around averaging between 45 and 50 frames a second. And I don't have no freezes, sluttering. It worked fine. No anomalies at all running the beta. So with luck, when the game goes final, it should work fine. Like, the biggest problem was, like as I said, the server kept dying after 10-20 minutes. And it could be a pain, especially when you're on a mission. I'll just show you my specs to make life easy, because you're all bound to ask me, okay, what's my specs playing a game? Now, I don't have the world's fastest system. I will plan to update it sometime this year, but no rush at this time. Okay, let's have a look at the game.
Incoming alert on the SHD emergency channel. Flash priority.
The base of operations is under attack. Hostile forces have breached our southern perimeter. We are in need of immediate assistance. Repeat, need immediate assistance from any nearby agents.
So first operation, from the start, let's go to the White House. And hopefully don't get killed. This is a different style of game I usually play. Well, not play, record. But I do have when it comes to shooting, there is a certain type of shooting up I like, and I do love playing Division 1. And I'll probably end up playing Division 2 tomorrow. So again, you stick to the walls, look around. So the graphics don't look bad. Can't complain there. Again, we have the same type of inventory boxes for restocking ammo. This game is apparently 20% bigger than the last game, just in case you wanted to buy the first one. Lovely. It certainly died a lot easier and better than the first game.
Agent heading north toward the White House. Looks like they've cut down a group of hyenas and are headed
Agent, if you can hear us on this frequency, keep pushing forward and blindside these bastards.
Just in case you're new to the Division and these type of games, as you just heard, there's plenty of swearing. Just as the warning I put up in the beginning. Just quickly look at the graphics on the water. Okay. So just in case you're wondering, the way you play this game, you get to the wall, press space bar, and you stick to it. You have to actually walk away from it. To actually come away from it, you can't. It's not just like when you play Call of Duty. You would actually stick to the wall to actually unstick yourself for cover. It's only third person. I would make it first person. Believe me, I'm a first person lover, not third person. When you shoot, it's actually it goes into like a first person mode, so it's not so bad. Yeah, so there's a radar, tells you where the enemy are. But it only does that when you literally seen them. So it's not too bad. We survived. Okay, there was one change from Division 1 to Division 2. Healing. You've actually got to hide behind cover now to heal yourself. And hold the heal button down for about 2-3 seconds. To heal yourself. And then your energy goes back up over another 5-second period. You can't just do an instant heal. I think it was changed for PvP. So if you look at the White House. A bit of a mess, I have to say.
Hey, thanks for the help out there. I should check in with Manny, our coordinator, upstairs in the blue room.
So we've got a stash, obviously empty at the moment. We have not got anything, obviously. Let's have a quickly look at the emotes. But I don't think I've ever used them in Division 1. I think they're all the same as Division 1. Screeny. That's probably the best one.
This is you. Welcome to DC. I'm Manny. I run comms. I'm guessing the division alert brought you here? Damn glad to see you. Let me show you exactly how screwed we are. Ever since the JTF imploded, the city's become a playground for murderous fuckheads. There are several main factions, and a whole lot of bottom feeders sucking up whatever the big dogs miss. A few civilian settlements are still holding out against all this villainy. They need more help than we've been able to provide, especially since the Division network went dark. That's Kelso. She's one of the last surviving agents in DC. She's operating out of the theater settlement on a priority mission. You should go check in with her. If anyone knows how to get these systems back online, it's her. Oh, and introduce yourself to the locals while you're at it. It'll comfort them to know there's a new sheriff in town.
By the way, Agent, head downstairs and check in with the quartermaster. He can get you set up with some division tech. You're gonna need the edge.
So just like Division 1, as you do missions and progress in the game, base of operations gets updated. So it looks like a mess now, and as you get all the missions done, yeah, it looks like it's got all the boxes, probably the firing range, the medic centre, the electronic place, you name it, everything to get the base of operations and the city up and running again.
Portable device detected.
Like most games these days, there's plenty of trinkets to find. Basically, in the modern age, it's basically to do with things like telephones, satellites, damaged airplane equipment. And you find them all over the map, and as you get them, you end up getting cash boxes, which in turn give you special items you can use or sell, destroy, whatever you fancy doing. And obviously, as you go on in the game, the items first start off as like a basic drop, and they get better as you go along. And I have noticed, obviously, in this game from the start, you do get specialised clothing, and you don't really get that to level 30 in Division 1. So let's look at the skills. So you see here we got several things. Only in the beta we got the choice of the turret, the grenade, and the drone. Now if I'm reading it right, as you get the game, when the game goes live, you can pick 2 skills for your character. Now I don't know if you can unlock them all per character. I've got no idea. But you got specialisation characters now. So I think it's basically you pick the 2 you want and you make your character the way you want to set up from the start, and then you get a whole tree line of specialisation points for your character. So there we've got a hill drone. And then we've got the bomber drone. Yeah, certainly blows people up. Just in case you're wondering, being there's a special item you have, you can't just keep throwing them on the ground or throwing grenades constantly. They have a cooldown, and they can be quite a long time. I think it's like every 2-3 minutes before you can use them again. So take note of that. Obviously, when you get your armour, some of the stats on the armour do lower your cooldown. That depends what type of armour you want. Some of them do more damage, some lower the cooldown, some will just make them last longer with more armour. So it goes. So now we're just looking at the perks. So the first thing we do is get another weapon slot. And usually the best thing to do after that is have a med kit and inventory. The more inventory you got, the more stuff you can salvage, sell, deconstruct for materials. So there's plenty of crafting in the game, just in case you wanted to know. Every item you pick up, you can deconstruct to get new items to craft better items at a later date. And if, like in Division 1, well, hopefully, like in Division 1, you should be able to upgrade items you already got.
The Peter settlement is off to the east. You'll probably run into some trouble along the way. You'll have to do this block by block, but I'm sure you'll be fine.
So, let's go and on to the next mission. I've got the shop here before we shoot out. I've got to admit, he don't have much to sell. And on top of that, we ain't got no money to buy anything.
Good trading with you, Agent.
Now, I did notice one thing. Now, I take they're going to fix, or they're not implemented it yet.
Everything is priced to move.
Obviously, we've got a salesperson here, but when you go to the other camps, when you find these safe houses, they don't seem to have no one in the shops. You know, you go in there and they actually, it sounds like someone's there, there's no one there to actually serve you. I just take it they've not added it yet, and it will be sorted out when the game goes live, which is actually still stated for the 15th of March, just in case you want to know. Now the other main thing, now I don't know if they're going to or if they're not going to, there's plenty of talk on the web saying there will be. Will there be microtransactions? That I've got no idea. There wasn't in Division 1. So I'm hoping there will not be in Division 2, but if you go by Assassin's Creed, the new version of Assassin's Creed has got microtransactions. So that I can't answer until the game goes live. And we will do another video when it has gone live, just to let you know if it's going to happen.
Given our situation, we need the help of the settlements.
Okay, let's find this camp we've got to go to.
So see what you can do to take some pressure off them.
Let's start, so that's going to make it a bit different. That's good. For one thing, you can see what it's like and the new graphics, features. Now I did notice one thing, I had the same problem with Division 1, and I was hoping they were going to fix it in Division 2. If you shoot the lights, they don't do a lot. In Division 1 you shot them and they come back on in about 5 seconds. It's a bit of a pain, because in some cases the light was a glaring and it got on your nerves. I can only blame it up to the engine, and there's not a lot we can do about it.
Never liked that bastard anyway.
We should get moving!
Electronic device detected.
Now? Hold up. They're still too spread out. This is gonna be good. Not if they notice us first. Keep your goddamn head down. what's coming. That's the fucking idea. Get your fucking head down. What are we waiting for? They're not even armed. This is gonna be a fucking piñata party. If you're expecting candy, you're in for some disappointment. The candy isn't the fun part. The fun part is seeing it fly everywhere when you whack the shit out of the piñata. I don't think I'm gonna be too disappointed.
I heard someone. This belongs to the He's gonna rule this whole country. Oh shit! Need a reload.
Again, sorry for the swearing, but that's the game for you. See, shooting at light, don't do a lot. That was one of the trinkets. Like you find a phone, it's all over the city. And as I was saying earlier, the more you find, you end up getting a cache of weapons or clothing, or mixture. And you don't know what it is until you opened it really. Let's try out the drone. So that's how the turret works. There's, again, some of them not unlocked yet, but there is one which got a sniper rifle. And that's obviously you have the drone there. You completely missed the target, but I wasn't sure how to use it until I got it. Backup request is another player asking for help. And if you press the M key, you have to hold your button down on the M key. It will show you where they are on the map. Now, being a beta, just like me, I thought it was actually to do with actually getting the PvE players, not players, the actual AI characters to come and give you a hand, but it doesn't. It's actually a request to actually get help from another player. Now, if they're on a mission, it comes up what mission they're on, or it comes up free roam. If they're on free roam, I'll just ignore it. If they're on a mission, if you're going to do the mission as well, it comes handy to go and join a group. It's usually any mission you do, you can do like story mode at the moment, normal mode, and hard.
This is my town. Pay for that. Come on, low, low.
Yeah, just in case you're just wondering, vehicles don't ever blow up, which is a pity, really. Stick plenty of holes in them, but they never actually explode. Can you go in every building? No. There's plenty of buildings you can go in, but it's only a fraction to what they've got. You can see. It's a pity, really. I mean, I like to have gone in the game and gone through all the buildings, but that's just me. I personally think it's Ubisoft. I don't like doors. Feel like at Assassin's Creed series. Doors is something I just don't like. They literally don't have a door on Assassin's Creed. It's just something I don't like putting in. If you have got a door, you just can't open it. So this is a feature which was on Division 1, Echoes. Now, basically, they come up in like this ghost form. It tells you a story, and you can see if the character's alive or dead, and some things you collect, and they go on to find more echoes, and possibly the bad guy. I'm not quite sure why they got that in the game, because it's not realistic. Can't actually do it in real life, so I'm not quite sure the idea behind that is, but it's a feature in the game.
Try to stay on her good side.
So we found a new safe haven. Now this is where it differs from the first one. We end up doing missions for these people, and I suppose there's another haven around the city. And as you do their missions, it updates the base of operations.
Head up to the roof. Odessa's expecting you.
So we just go and find a person we've got to give the mission to.
Gotta clean up the infantry. You want a deal? I want a deal too. Let's do some business.
We're all in your debt.
Hi there.
If you're looking for Agent Kelso, she just left. I should have gone with her. But I'd only slow her down. I know you got your own problems to deal with. But them hyena motherfuckers took my little girl. To get to me. If you can help, I'll be on your debt. And I always pay my debts.
Incoming backup request.
Kelso. Odessa Sawyer's daughter, Eleanor, is being held by the hyenas for leverage over the theater settlement. We need to get her back alive and unharmed. Agent Kelso is already on site. We'll attempt to throw the hyenas into disarray to help you get inside, so the two of you can link up to secure the hostage. The hyenas been here a while, know the building, but they shouldn't be expecting an attack.
So I'm just looking at the level. Obviously you can't change it yet. I think it's the same as the first one. You can't change the level of difficulty until you've done it on the first level. And in this it's story mode, normal mode, then hard level. And Division 1 they've got challenging level and legendary. And you've got to be superhuman if you try to solo them on challenging and legendary. But as you get better equipment, the game gets easier and easier, so then you obviously go to the next level up. Now you can join groups to make things easier. But as you join a group, the way the game, well, as Division 1 works, when you join a group, the more people you have in a group, the harder the game gets. So you can't actually just make life easy. It don't make it super harder. It makes it a little bit harder than what you'd be if you're soloing it. And obviously you get better loot, better gear drops, better weapon drops. The harder you drop, the level you do.
Great doing business with you.
Now I know the release date's not that far away. Sure, if I remember rightly, 15th of March. And there's a lot of things missing out of it. Now, I know this is obviously the beta. They usually expect this to be quite close to the game, but it seems to be a lot of things missing. Than you would expect. So, if the release date changes, it wouldn't surprise me, because they've just obviously changed the release date for another game they're just about to come out, Anno, the new version of Anno. So that's been changed, and they've been going on that for quite a while, and that's had quite a few betas, and they decided it's not coming out. I did do a video of that, but I've not posted it yet. I might get around to it soon.
Safe area entered.
So I just want to show you the end setup of the 3 characters you get. You see this one here? Sniper Man, he's got a wacky great big gun. You don't get a lot of ammunition for these weapons, you only get about 3 or 4 rounds. So they're a specialised thing. So basically you see a nasty robot or an Iron Man, he's there to shoot them. Again, this bloke here, he's got the bow. Now he fires explosive rounds. I've also got different setups with the specialisation as we had in the beginning, like grenade, the drone, so and so. Again, we've got explosion. He's the damage dealer, the AoE dealer, standard weapon. He's got a mortar. I'm not quite sure, I think that's a shotgun or some sort of big smoky gun. I'm not quite sure about using him. So they're quite nasty. I'm just going to go back in the game and we're going to do mission 1.
Agent in need of backup.
I'm just highlighting some locations on the map. These constantly spawn. You got supplies. You got a supply parachute drop. We have supplies. You go and get. At the same time, you try to get them. You got the bad guys trying to get them, and you have obviously shoot out. You got a control point. You take it over. You get the IR players to come and help you. And I suppose it constantly changes after a while. And whoever controls it makes life easy for you and the bad guys. You've got a hostage situation 1, which is quite hard. But we're going to the Grand Hotel, and that is mission 1 in the game. If you're wondering what was on the right hand side, the purple zone, that's the PvP zone, and there's apparently 3 types of PvP. I can't say a lot about them at the moment until the game comes out. That's where the best items are, if you're just wondering, and there's also the hardest mobs. And we will put that on the end of the video, doing the first missions, going to the PvP zone. But now we're at Grand Washington Hotel, the first mission in the game.
You're right next to the Grand Washington Hotel.
Okay, here we go. That should get their attention. Head to the service entrance on the east side of the building.
Incoming backup request.
the building? Oh, no shit, but what caused it? We gonna rule this whole
Just in case you're wondering, I'm actually level 7. This is actually set on level 5, which is story mode. The reason I've got it on story mode and not normal mode is just because I wanted to show you the mission without dying. And so we'll just go on.
Hostile radio intercepted.
We're under attack. It might be a diversion, so be ready. Did you say it might be the division? Fuck!
Hostile radio intercepted.
I'm heading upstairs to the hostage. Everybody, get to the atrium.
Shit. Saint's here.
The who now?
Hyena big shot. Real unpleasant. We need to kill this asshole.
Agent in need of backup.
You see there's plenty of things to blow up. Make use of the red canisters around. It's not my computer going funny there. The enemy have hit some smoky thing.
Launching grenade!
You went all the way to the top floor. Take the stairs to the right of the elevators and work your way up.
I can't remember the gun I've got. I think it's an M60. I've changed it to something else. It's got a nasty kickback. It's like my sniper rifle. That's even worse. But as you get on, you find better weapons and you craft items to go on the weapons to make life a lot easier for the kickback.
Incoming backup request.
You can change the scopes, obviously. This one's obviously a high zoom. You can have one with a dot. Times 4, times 8. I think this one's times 12. They're the nastiest people in the game. They've got these blinking stun guns, or stun buttons, and they really knackers you up for about 10 seconds. By that time you usually end up being dead.
Agent in need of backup.
Yeah, unfortunately, not every place is great. You stick to the wall, but you can't see all the possible angles you want to be.
You're fucking dead, Agent.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Yeah, so when you hear that scream, that nasty screech, that's some mad woman coming out with a stun button. And yeah, you want to make sure you got plenty of ammo, or change your weapon straight away so you can take her out.
I just found an ammo stockpile. I'm gonna detonate it. That's what you get, you dumb sons of bitches.
You doing all right there, Kelso?
As long as I'm not breathing asbestos. That blast did a lot of damage.
Agent in need of backup.
Yeah, there's some nasty places in the game. Now just looking at that room, depends what your level you play on. The enemies, they not just get stronger, they do come out of other places.
Doors are now closing. Going up. Elevator power has been deflected. Do not exit.
I mean, you can play the missions over and over again, and as I said earlier, as you get better armour, better weapons, you can change the level. Make life a lot more interesting and a lot more fun.
Incoming backup request.
I will do this in hard mode before the bait is over. Just to see what the difference is. And you can also change the world environment level as well, just in case you want to know. Just so you ain't superhuman every time you play the game.
I'm on the roof, holding for backup.
I have eyes on you, Kelso.
You see Saint?
I don't know what he looks like, but there are plenty of hostiles up there.
Not for long.
What the fuck was that? I think it was coming from that. The division. You're nothing.
Yeah, you can blow objects up. Suppose you could have been easy to use a grenade, but I ain't got that many grenades, so I want to keep hold of them. The next bit coming up, where we've got to kill the main bad guy. He's very heavy armoured. They have shoot points or hit point places where basically he's got solid armour. You hit him in the right place, his armour starts breaking off, and then you can destroy him quite easily once his armour's gone. And if you listen to the mission, it'll tell you where to shoot him. In this case, shoot his belt.
Glad you made it. Ready when you are. Let's do this.
Serious trauma detected.
His ammo belt was not that easy to hit, especially when he's quite a long way.
Fucking hell!
And with all that shooting it going on, there's one thing about the Snowdrop engine I don't like. It's like, okay, might be sticking bullet holes and everything. It don't seem to happen. But I suppose that's the way the engine is. There's not a lot we can do about it.
Eleanor?
Eleanor? Your mom sent us to bring you home. Are you hurt?
Who are you? What's going on?
She's in shock. I'll bring her down when she's fit to move. Let's meet at the theater later.
Heads up. You've got hostiles flooding into the building from the street.
Get down there and take care of them. I got Eleanor.
Agent in need of backup.
There's one good thing about this. We can grab that machine gun, what mate was trying to blow me to pieces early on with. As I was saying about bullet holes, I mean really, she's just stuck 20,000 holes in that door. That's life.
Manny, is Odessa on the line?
I'll patch her in. Odessa? Kelso has some news for you.
We got Eleanor.
Is she okay?
She's okay. I'm bringing her home.
Oh, good. Oh, thank God.
See you soon.
So mission 1 done. Now we're going to do a side mission, a control point. Elipse fuel depot.
Electronic device detected.
Yeah, the more you do of these, I don't know if these change hands, and you've got to keep going back to them. But they give you resources to update your base of operations. Yeah, unlike Division 1, this is a lot more open space. Division 1 was like, okay, let's follow the roads, literally. But this has got a lot of open places. You go around the outside one way, around the outside the other way. And you fire the old flare gun, and it brings AI players to come and help you.
Reinforcements incoming.
Scratch one agent.
Confirming. Target is down.
Grenade! I need to reload!
Heavily armored hostile detected.
I'll kill you!
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Need to reload! I'll keep one!
God damn it!
Incoming hostiles detected.
Asshole! You just killed a true son!
Heavily armored hostile detected.
I'm watching it!
I'm here for you.
Moving my way!
Get away! Who was that? Moving around the sun. Glory to hell.
People!
Keep back! Watch your sides.
Get out!
Dry. Gotta reload.
Cover it!
No.
Right on target!
Control point secured. Well done.
So that's the control point, and they usually give you a key when you've taken it, and you can find plenty of ammo and loads of lovely weapons. And we've got here. And there's plenty of ammo in here, without doubt.
Wow, that's awesome. Okay.
So that's mission done. Let's move on to the next one. So we've got public execution. Save the hostages. We shall run over there and hopefully save them without getting shot.
Civilians in distress.
Doggone already.
So long, fucker. Gotta take my vitamins. This asshole dies now.
Serious trauma detected.
Ready to shoot!
Gotta reload. I'll watch over you.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Can't get a lock on him. Won't let him near it.
Well, that's a bonus. Save the hostages. Now once you start opening firing, I usually just waste the hostages straight away. So you got to be really quick, no hanging around. So next stop, Empire Autumn Hotel. Go and get some cash.
Some hyenas got their hands on a Shade Tech cache. They took it to a hotel they used for sorting all the goods they pillaged from civilians and rival factions. Recover it and bring it back to the White House. The hyenas are holding a Shade Tech cache in that hotel. Get it back.
Let's try out the drone. Send it to location. And explode. Yeah, I've got to admit, I prefer the machine gun turret over the drone, but there's obviously an advantage for the having a drone. We just see what happens when the game goes live.
The cache is a built-in locator. Got a read on his position. Looks like it's somewhere below you.
Not managed to find a sniper rifle. I can do one headshot yet. But hopefully by the time we get to the end of the game, we should have enough powerful enough weapon to do one headshot wonders.
You're right on that shade tech cache.
Incoming backup request. Multiple hostiles inbound.
The exit is up ahead. Time to check out. Time to check out.
Yeah, unfortunately, this style of game, it doesn't allow you to crawl on the ground or crouch. You just have to go by the mechanics where you have to stick to a wall, you press a button, it sticks to the wall, which then crouches you. Shoot the guard with a shield at his feet. Anything was exposed, make sure he goes down quicker. You can get armoured shields where you can only shoot at the feet and shoot them behind.
Good work. Take that Shade Tech cash to the quartermaster when you get a chance. Might as well get some use out of it.
So another mission done. We go on to the next one.
Last radio contact with Espinosa came from a parking garage close to the Shade node. Isaac has the location.
This is the mission you get at the end of the beta. You play with the specialist troops. Look around, see if there's anything worth finding, worth taking.
Hostile radio intercepted.
We're under attack! Intruders at the east entrance!
Then kill them! What the fuck?
It's a division!
So? Fucking kill them!
Look for a way down to the garage and see if you can pick up Espinosa's trail. He tends to leave a mess.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
I'm trying loads of weapons at the moment. What's the best? And I think the best weapons to have is going through buildings, assault rifle, and some machine gun, or heavy duty machine gun. Always works best.
trauma detected.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how he managed to see me through the glass, because I certainly can't see him. And you can't smash the window and go through it. I don't know how many weapons there are in the game. I mean, there's literally loads of them, dozens of them, and then you obviously come different stats on them, slightly different stats from the one you may pick up. So a level 31 will be different from a level 28 one.
Agent in need of backup.
You're near Espinosa's last known position. The shade node should be close.
Yeah, when you play the level 30 version of this, they've got robots. Look like something out of Star Wars. And they've got these damn machine gun turrets on top. Very nasty. Yeah, there's one thing I did notice in this over the first one. There's way more loot to pick up, which quite surprised me.
What do you think is worth more, a living division agent or a dead division agent? Either one is a reason for
Active shade beacon nearby.
That's probably the node. Isaac should guide you to it.
Initiate agent credentials. Authenticated.
There should be a terminal that'll let you reactivate the node.
Authorization granted. Please stand by. Intelligent system analytic computer reactivated. All Isaac subsystems operational.
That was the last step to getting Isaac fully restored locally. But we have a ways to go before we can celebrate. And a missing agent to locate. Continue your sweep of the complex.
Hostile radio intercepted.
Hello? Is this the division? Looking for someone?
Who is this? How are you on this channel?
Friend of yours gave me a real nice wristwatch. He's right here. Want to talk to him? If you want him back, we can make a deal. You back off, we'll deliver him unharmed. Mostly.
They'll keep him alive. They aren't stupid. Just find that hyena piece of shit and waste her.
Agent in need of backup. Incoming backup request.
Just in case you're wondering, you can carry, well, in Division 1 you can carry up to 120 items. So I would take it to be the same in Division 2. And you can cycle through your weapons, 3 weapons, handgun, machine gun, and sniper rifle, or 2 machine guns, or whatever you decide to use. To make your life easy. It does not include things like food, crafting materials. That's a different thing altogether, and there's a maximum for those as well.
Hostile radio intercepted.
Hey guys, I'm still willing to deal, but you better decide fast. I don't know how much more this dude can take.
She's goading you to try to make you reckless. Just stay focused.
I hope they have the cleaners in it from Division 1. People with the old flamethrowers. Nasty bit of kit. But I enjoyed killing them.
Incoming backup request.
So far, so good. Near to the end.
Agent vital signs, 0.
He didn't have to die here.
I'm leaving this to you! Finish them off!
Looks like Isaac's back up and running. Nice. Meet me back at the White House. I've got some new intel I want to share with you and Manny. Look, there is nothing you could have done for Espinosa. That fucking hyena.
Another
was
mission
toying
done.
with us. I hope she suffered a bit before you finish.
Okay, let's go and do the library. Get that quest out of the way.
Agent in need of backup. So far, so good. I have noticed a patch come out this morning. It's on Sunday, the 10th, and I'm pretty sure, I've not read the patch notes yet, but it looks to me like the weapons have been increased in damage and accuracy.
Got a report of activity on the roof. See if you can find a way up there.
Just in case you haven't seen my last video, trucking simulation on the road, you might be wondering why I've not made a video in like a year. The reason being, because I was diagnosed with asthma beginning of the year, and I could not speak or hear for 6 months, and then I had a heart attack just to make life really difficult. So I'm slowly getting over it and get back into the gaming and working ways.
Backup request.
Search for survivors. They may be hiding.
I actually died on this mission. Disgrace. Let we carry on as we do.
Thank God.
We'll stay here until it's safe, then head to the theater.
Incoming backup request.
Only good agents, they're fucking dead, agents.
Agent in need of backup.
You fucking paid for that!
There when you did. This could have turned out tragic. I'll ask Odessa to send a patrol to escort the survivors.
So another mission done. Can't complain. Okay, we'll do one more mission, then we go to the PvP zone, how to get it started.
There's a Shade Tech cache sitting in the lab in the basement of the Bureau's headquarters building. That lab was repurposed to decontaminate equipment recovered from the dark zones. It's only a matter of time before the hyenas get in there, so it'd be good to get to that cache before they do.
I suppose it would be nice if you could drive the vehicles. But that we're hoping, I suppose.
Incoming backup request.
Reload already.
Agent in need of backup. Incoming backup request. Agent in need of backup. Incoming backup request.
Alright, now I'm back. Can't believe it. I've got to reload.
The other thing it would be nice to have would be night vision. It didn't have it in Division 1, so I suppose it's definitely not going to be in Division 2. Just the way the game is, I suppose.
Agent requesting backup. Incoming backup request. Viral contamination detected. System unresponsive.
Looks like you're gonna need to restore power to get into that lab. There has to be some kind of backup power supply. See what you can find.
That's a nice little touch in the game. Have to go after locks. Quite like that idea. I actually died on this mission 3 times. I've cut it out just in case you want to know why I got items flashing around.
Local power restored.
Well done. You should be able to recover the cache now.
Bit of a graphic glitch there. First one I've noticed.
Local power restored.
Well done. You should be able to recover the cache now.
Agent requesting backup.
Got there in the end. Just got to get it right. Don't do things too fast. And everything goes to plan.
It's one more Shade Tech cache accounted for. Bring it on back to base.
Incoming backup request.
Okay, one more thing to do is how we get into the PvP zone.
Was evacuated after an
This is an emergency.
Dark Zone East was evacuated after an explosion scattered DC-62 in a large radius around Capital Station. They eventually walled the entire area to try to contain the spill. When Dark Zone East was sealed off, stockpiles were left behind. You'll need to get in, map the site, reactivate the security protocols at the control room, and collect whatever you can while you're there. But first, you need to reach the gate.
Time to put an agent down. Give it up.
Bring it down! I'll kill you for that!
It would seem that you are not the only one interested in what lies beyond those walls. Go open the gate.
You've got to do the second main mission in the game to rescue someone, to access this mission first.
There is an inactive checkpoint beyond the main gate. You'll need to go through the checkpoint to reach the contaminated site.
Yeah, don't worry, you won't get killed by another player until you've done this mission.
Once you're inside, you'll need to create a map of DZ East.
Area scan location identified.
Move to the location and perform a scan. You're really lucky to have Isaac at your disposal. I used to live by Capital Station. When the crisis hit, I volunteered to help set up the quarantine. The team primarily consisted of first responders. Everyone just wanted to help out. We were guarding the supply depot. Countless vaults concealed the contaminated dead, and the containers filled with DC-62. I was lucky. I can't say the same for most of my friends.
There's plenty of missions to do inside the PvP zone. I won't add them to this video because basically at the end of the day I'm getting shot at by other players at the same time. And I'm not the world's greatest PvP player, I have to say.
Initiate area scan. Map updated. Supplies detected nearby.
You're headed to the military camp. Word of warning. You might run into people trying to scavenge supplies. They may find what they need, but not without paying a price. Greed can be a powerful motivator. Personally, I believe it's a demon. Greed possesses you, and before you know it, you've lost yourself. Be careful.
I was hoping to just come in here, do some of the missions. Being a beta, I thought I won't have no hassle from other people shooting me. But I was completely wrong about that.
Want to imprison you? Are you gonna like that? Jack will fight.
How good the weapons in here over the original PvE zone. I don't exactly know what the percentage is. All I know is they're supposed to be an improved item.
Area scan location identified.
You'll need to leave with a complete map of the site. Go there and perform a scan.
I suppose there's one thing, if you don't know how the story is in this, it's basically an enhanced smallpox virus. This carries on from the first one, so it doesn't really explain what it's all about.
Initiate area scan.
The Echo seems to be located by the body storage vault.
What the fuck happened?
There was an explosion.
Can you walk? Put your arm around me.
What are you doing? We gotta get out of here.
She needs help.
That yellow shit is blowing all over the place. You wanna be next?
We can't just leave her.
We have to go. Come on!
You ain't leaving alive. I can destroy it. I won't last much longer.
Serious trauma detected.
Once the accident happened, there was no time to investigate the cause of the explosion. Sorry, we're getting off mission. Head to the safe room. The main controls for the security system are in this building. Before the last volunteers left, they shut down the security system to try and seal the site. Once you've accessed this control room, you'll need to find the main control panel and switch the system back on.
Systems online. Rebooting security protocols. Turrets offline. Manual override required.
Good. The DZE security systems have been reactivated, but you will need to bring the turrets back online at the checkpoint.
So, let's go and do the turrets.
A significant amount of advanced and powerful weapons were also left behind as a result of the evacuation. The military wanted to make sure that their supplies were well protected. These weapons have now become available to anyone who dares to enter the Dark Zone.
Yeah, as you see, you get different levels. DZ level in the Dark Zone. PvP rank.
Any contaminated gear you collect from the Dark Zone will need to be helo extracted and go through decontamination. Get to an extraction point and shoot your flare to request a helo to collect your gear.
Extraction point identified.
Okay, to the extraction zone we go. Use a flare, F key, called a helicopter. That comes in. And you attach your items to the rope, to the helicopter. And then that automatically goes into your stash. And then you pick it up when you go near the stash box. And use it up when you need it.
Once you've fired a flare to request an extraction, wait for the helo to arrive. Once it does, secure whatever you need to be extracted onto the cable. Just remember, unless your gear is airborne, someone else can claim it. Don't trust anyone.
Helo inbound.
Extraction called.
I mean, ideally you want to play with real life friends, someone you can trust. So I mean, I've been in here running into the helicopter, helping someone shoot the bad guys, and after I've done that, picked up my items, he ran past me and shot me straight in the back dead. So there's no one you can trust in the game unless you actually know him in real life. Because otherwise they will just steal your items.
Pickup begun. 15 seconds and we're outbound. Extraction done.
Look out. Multiple hostiles seem to have been alerted by the extraction flare. They are entering DZ East now through the main gate.
Like moths to a flame. We're done here. Head back to the checkpoint and activate the turrets.
Hilo is returning to base.
Let's go agent hunting! Let's go! Yeah! Here comes the grenade!
Get those turrets back online and take out any hostiles while you're at it. You're almost done. Exit DZ East and get to the Shade terminal nearby. You'll need to upload the map onto the Shade network so your fellow agents can go in and gather supplies.
Exiting dog zone. Incoming backup request.
Don't worry, it's not that easy when you go back. As I say, you've got the other players to fight, plus the AI. It's a lot more challenging. Don't forget to click the big button for the giant door.
Your map of DZ East is uploaded to the network. This means any agent can use your map to extract supplies from the area. But be careful. I've seen the best people do terrible things because of greed. That includes agents.
Okay, that's me done. I see you when this goes live. Or my new videos of Euro Truck Tycoon and American Truck Tycoon. That is all. Blitz out.